The Converging Voices exhibit draws connections between Andrea Kostyál's paintings and Allen Chen's ceramic work. These two bodies of work together represent how the different roads in their artistic creative life, their respective art forms, voice, and share perceptions of current events that they as artists and the public experience collectively. Downtown Harrisburg is an imaginary Harrisburg front street scene where I placed musicians happily playing on the street. The vibrant, playful bubbles flow all over the painting like melodies. The painting is about celebrating music, as we are happy that live concerts opened back again. New Norm is a royal street scene where the figures look like they came out of a dream, like an unrealistic reality with masks on, how many of us felt like when the pandemic started. The store signs show hidden messages, 2020 in Roman numbers, and sales sign refers to the current economy. Gathering Place is an older painting of mine, of Pécs, the city where I studied fine art in Hungary. Széchenyi Square is in the middle of the city, a common gathering place. The subject matches the whole series. It shows how much we missed gathering during the lockdown and when meetings in person were limited. Guided Path is a smaller, more textured painting of Budapest, where pedestrians walking in the city wearing masks. Sunny with playful bubbles has a feeling of a quick sketch with lots of movements and limited color palette. Your Charm is Your Downfall is one of the first paintings I created during the COVID-19 pandemic about how beautiful, vibrant, dynamic cities were more affected by the virus because of population density. One of my first paintings where I added figures wearing masks. Finding New Ways was created when we didn't have the mask mandate anymore. Therefore, I couldn't force myself to cover the faces in the painting. I was hopeful that it's all over. I painted crowns in the painting because the virus COVID-19, which also known Corona, means crown in Hungarian. Places We Miss Marketplace is inspired by the markets in the Netherlands and Spain that I often visited during my stay, and how much I miss it and how much these busy places were regulated during the pandemic. But Aren't We Brothers and Sisters is one of the political paintings that I wanted to be included in the exhibit to show our time during the elections. The older Caucasian gentleman on the right represents conservatives with the old Mississippi flag above him, and the Black Lives Matter group on the left to show the Democrat side. The buildings are also old and new around them to show contrast. In the middle of the painting, a couple holding hands to show unity and cravings for peace and understanding. Ways of Adapting to the New Presence is a really busy, colorful painting that shows movements, emotions with the balance of structural buildings and organic shapes. one of my newest paintings in the exhibit that leads my future paintings in a different direction. I started this painting in the beginning of the pandemic when COVID-19 infection numbers were going down. I thought we were getting out of it, and later I realized that things are not going to change for a while. So I changed the painting with more dramatic colors and added more figures. There are hidden messages in the painting: the crown, no sales sign, killer virus, and 2020 in Roman numbers. Sometimes the fog makes you see clear. That fits the subject matter of struggles during COVID. When so many things are uncertain, like foggy street, things that we can't see, but gives us opportunity to realize values that are important to us. Looking Up is one of the most emotional paintings. The expression of the female face looking up to the sky as she would ask, when will it ever end? I painted myself in the background with mask on. Nostalgic View, Just Sparks, is a seaside painting of the Croatian beach with sunbathers. I wanted this painting to be included in this series because of the dilemma of going to the beach. Is it safe during COVID or not? Looking Forward to a Brighter Day is an optimistic painting with bright, happy colors and movements. It is about how to see the way out from this pandemic as vaccines are available for more people and places are reopening. In this painting, I painted figures of different races and religious backgrounds, wearing masks and walking on the street. As I imagine us walking through this pandemic together, I created this painting to encourage viewers to stay positive and united. Mixed Views is a smaller street scene of Harrisburg's Walnut Street. Affected by this is a painting that continues the theme of the We Are in This Together paintings. Similar subject matter, but it is highlighting females in the warmer Mediterranean cityscape. Where melodies continue, it is the scene in New Orleans Station and the view of the St. Louis Cathedral, where I have seen street musicians mostly. The painting is about celebrating music when outside concerts reopened. To find myself in a familiar stranger Budapest is about my recent stay in Budapest, where I stayed for an extended period of time after living in the US for almost 20 years. It is about the surprising strangeness of finding my way to live and reconnect with the country where I was born, but still as unfamiliar in many ways in everyday life. This experience becomes peaceful and harmonious in the beautiful atmosphere of Budapest. The setting is in Budapest, Hungary, where my family lives. Figures are spaced in distance and time, as traveling was restricted during the pandemic. It was really hard for me not to visit that year. Just like physical and social distancing, isolation felt the same to most of us. Two empty chairs in this painting create some kind of sadness that I felt for small businesses and restaurants. The grids separate and connect shapes and forms along horizontal and vertical lines, like woven tapestry, creating rhythms, a sense of depth and visual spacing between detailed forms. Eating Out Again is a painting about how restaurants struggled during this time period. Don't Judge Me is about how oftentimes we are judged by our appearance. In this case, how young boys judge by wearing hoodies. Most of these artworks are created during 2020 and 2021, about everyday feelings, adaptation to new rules, political views that happened around that time period, combining realism with abstraction. Our collective goal is to encourage viewers to stay positive and, most importantly, united.